That's what most research is on. So women report they want a guy with like a stable job, who's a good provider and all that stuff. They're more open to like an older man, probably because he's more likely to be these things, and they report being less concerned about attractiveness, less preferring of youth, and so on. So Eastwick and Finkel found that, okay, so I should preface this, 30 years of research on what men and women are looking for in romantic relationships has all converged on these findings. This is what women want, this is what men want. It's the same thing all the stereotypes say. It's the same thing that evolutionary theories would say, that men are looking for, incredibly fertile women who will have many children, and women are looking for guys with enough resources to care for these children. Fits with the evolutionary story, fits with your stereotypes, it's been shown across cultures and so on. Everybody just assumes this is true. This is one of those cases where all those cultural stereotypes, they're true. But as it turns out, they're probably not. Eastwick and Finkel found no gender differences in their research on speed dating and on, normal dating, no offense, man, and, in terms of the preferences that were revealed through their behavior. So when people would do all the speed dating or do dating in their everyday life, and they would essentially assemble a choice set, right? Like when you're dating people, there's these people you can commit to varying degrees, and then you do date them for longer or shorter periods of time. When you do speed dating at the end of it, you indicate, I don't know how this works, I think you indicate like who you want to then date or get the number of, or no, it's just to trade numbers in a little interaction. I don't know, I gotta watch Hitch again or something. So, or better yet, the 40-year-old version. So, not better yet. So when you look at this, when you look at people's choice set, and then and you have them rate these people on these characteristics, and then you ask them what characteristics you're looking for, and then you say, who do they wind up dating? There's no match. There's no match. The things that people say they're looking for don't predict the people they wind up dating from the people that they meet, which is very interesting, right? These people think they know what they want. All the social scientists and psychologists, they think they know what people want, but they got it wrong. They got it wrong. So what people say they want isn't particularly predictive of who they wind up falling for. Men think they want attractiveness more than anything else. Women think they don't care as much. There's actually no relationship in this research between gender and tendencies to choose the most attractive available partner. Women want attractiveness apparently just as much as men do. Women think that they want men with resources more than anything else. Men think that they don't care as much. But again, if you look at the choices that these people were making in these studies, there isn't really any correlation there. And in fact, there's no gender differences on either dimension in the actual choices made by men and women. I'm not saying in fact because that's the same thing, but okay, whatever. Okay, so in general, people's ideal mate preferences didn't correspond with the mates that they wound up choosing to be with. So people seem, in this research anyway, to only think they know what they want, which is one of those big takeaways from the class, right? People think they know what causes and motives and values drive their behavior, but they don't actually have as good a hold on that as they think they do. So this challenges decades of mate preference studies, all of which trusted self-reports. That's the failure here, right? We just asked people, what are you looking for? What makes you commit to somebody? What's your ideal mate? We didn't look at what they actually did and what their choices were. We over-relied on self-report data. It also challenges gender stereotypes and common assumptions about how you find somebody, right? You think that you find somebody by, lining up your preferences, the people that you have to choose from. Well, I don't know if that's how you think you do it. That's kind of gross, but something really romantic like that. You would think that's how you would do it, right? But it turns out it's not so much the case. And one of the big takeaways from this research, I think, is that you don't choose the people you fall for. Instead, the love or romantic attraction chooses you. And anybody who's ever fallen in love knows that this is exactly how it feels, right? You don't meet somebody and go, okay, she's got a nice 401k and sufficiently attractive, and it doesn't work like that, right? You don't consult your preferences and say, does it fit? You don't go through the checklist. You don't do that at all. Not even close to that. In fact, when you're in love, you are one of the dumbest people on earth, right? Like you're not thinking. Your conscious thought is gone. You're consumed and overtaken by these feelings and emotions. And very much it is the case that love chooses you and not the other way around. So this is very interesting. I don't know what it means. I don't know if it means you should stop trying. You should give up your preferences. The takeaway I think is up to you. It's very new research, but I think it's very interesting insight. We need not be analyzing, strategizing this whole thing so much or obsessing about what we want. Instead, it might be better just have meet more people, and then more of these things will choose you, and then you can say, is this good enough? Oh yeah, we're not done with the lecture, so. I didn't call it. Just one second.
So if you're actually looking at what they prefer, and then when you actually choose, you're going to have to look at resources and how they check out their market.
Oh yeah, they don't do any kind of objective measures. Right? They have you rate. So if you're in the speed dating study, you say, these 30 people that I met in the speed dating, here's how attractive I thought all of them were. Here's how much resources I got the impression they had, stuff like that. And then none of those things correlated with who they wound up being with. And the gender stereotype didn't persist either, where the women tend to go for the more resources. One interesting thing is I think that's a very conservative test, right? Because it's actually the case that when you do fall for somebody, you tend to find them more attractive, right? And so that's a pretty conservative test because that person you're falling for should bleed into those ratings, and yet nonetheless there was no correlation. Kind of surprised. Yes, sir. So I think part of, there's different logics on dating websites, right? So one of them is the whole eHarmony thing, like we'll match you with somebody really similar to you, which seems to be their logic. There is definitely some social scientific support for that logic of like, you're going to fall in love with yourself, and when you only find that person who's most like you, and then your narcissism will lead you to love them. So that eHarmony logic is not totally messed up, but I don't know that it's as tested as they would like to believe. They're all into this like relationship lab, and they got guys in like white lab coats who are like dropping chemicals into vials. It has nothing to do with what they're actually doing. So I don't want to criticize their algorithm. They're really secret about it too. I knew somebody did like this in-depth, tried to get into their relationship lab thing and find out what they're doing, and they're very like freaking guarded about the whole thing. So I don't know. If they're smart, what they're doing is saying attraction is a combination of similarity, but also certain complementary differences on certain criteria, and then also prioritize similarity where you really want to be similar on some stuff you feel really strongly about. So like maybe your religious values or something like that, or lack of them, might be really, really important to you in your mate preferences. For somebody else might be more their political values, and you want to take that into account, rather than just assume some kind of general truth about that. Then for the other kinds of dating websites where they say, I guess they let you choose, but they have people, relay information back and forth. I think that logic's okay, and then they let you filter and search based on the criteria of like what you think you're looking for or whatever. That might be a little bit flawed. That's definitely one of the takeaways from this research. And I have a friend who's been dating for like 3 or 4 months who popped up like accidentally or something on a search where he screwed up his search, and then it's the one person that he really fell for that he's ever found when he's on online dating things. So I just don't know. But then here's the thing is, what is totally right? And there's no correspondence between what you think you're looking for and what you'll find, and you're still not finding people in your everyday life that maybe you'd like to. How are you supposed to search the entire population of like Match.com? It doesn't make any sense. You can't do that. You got to carve it down somehow. So I guess you're in kind of a dilemma. We almost have to assume this research is wrong, or maybe the way to do it is just look more broadly. Is to say, okay, I assume my preferences. I don't have great insight on them, but I'll assume I have some insight on them. So I'll just broaden my search and say, maybe I am interested in man or women or whatever that are as much as 10 years or younger or older than me, not 5 or 3 or whatever. But you all are young, so you can't even begin to do that, right? If you were to search Match.com for people 10 years younger than you, you'd be like arrested in minutes or something, right? Okay, so I think I would be too actually. So moving on. And I'm gonna get in trouble on this one. Okay, more stuff on relationships. How can you know when a relationship isn't working and why? Does anyone know what this is a picture of? It's very freaky. It's very strange. This is in the relationship lecture. This is a picture of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, which is very weird. Okay, so why would I bring this up? Because that's what happens when you fall in love. Just misery and death and destruction, the world ends. Just kidding. Okay, so the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is this very melodramatic expression for these 4 characteristics of unhealthy romantic relationships that this one researcher has identified. Somebody said 5? Is there 5? I thought there was 5. Okay, it's 4 as far as I know. So if you want a relationship to work, these are things to work on. These aren't necessarily, I don't want you to be like, aha, I have one of these 4 horsemen of the apocalypse things going on in my relationship. I'm going on and breaking up with my boyfriend tonight. I'm not saying that at all. I have no idea, and I'm not taking that responsibility. My apologies if, don't do that. Okay, so if you want a relationship to work, though, these are things to either work on, and if you're trying to diagnose a relationship's health, then these are maybe warning signs. So I'm not telling you whether to work on these things or, use them as signs to just get out. I think this is a funny picture. Okay. So, I think it's from a Japanese soap opera. But I don't know. Okay. So, the 4 horsemen, what are they? One of them is criticism. These are 4 traits of relationships that might suggest the relationship is not going well. One of them is criticism. And is it the case you can never criticize or say something negative in a relationship? Yes, that is the case. No, I'm just kidding. You're not supposed to, or it's unhealthy to, attack or criticize your partner's character or personality. It's instead a very good idea. Not to. Okay. You also should not focus on winning arguments. Whoa to the person in a relationship who believes you can win an argument in a relationship in any sort of traditional sense of winning an argument. I can't tell you how liberating it's been to read this article or read about this research and discover that I should stop trying to win relationship arguments. Because as you get closer and closer to that thing you're trying to do, you're trying to win, and you got it all laid out, your argument's perfect, hers or his or whatever is wrong, and it's just obviously the case, you've actually gotten further from anything you would ever want. If you were actually win the argument, you're worse off than if you lost. It's like, okay, you win. Okay, all right, you win. You don't want that. That's not. If you win, that's the thing you want, right? You want them to concede, you won, and you're right, and you got to. No, you don't. You don't actually want that. It's the thing you don't want. So it's very important not to try so hard to win arguments, and it's important not to attack and criticize a partner's character. Instead, you should try to decouple what they've done or their behavior that have irritated you or bothered you from their character. Don't criticize who they are. Criticize things they've done, and don't do that incessantly. Okay, another one. Contempt. Surprisingly, contempt is bad for relationships. I was personally shocked by this. But insulting your partner with the intent of making him or her feel bad about themselves is a very, very bad thing. So you should, again, decouple your criticisms from the person's character and not be trying to make them feel bad or detect that the other person has contempt for you and is trying to make you feel bad. Some signs of contempt, putting yourself above your partner and saying, I'm better than my partner, include like eye rolls, sneering, doing these things you try to stop. Okay, some other stuff. Kind of the flip side. Taking things personally unnecessarily when it is not necessary. Or even when it's borderline or it's a vague gray area and it's open to being taking it personally or not, you should try wherever possible to put the best foot forward and not take it personally. So don't be defensive. Defensiveness. Don't take all criticisms personally. Also, don't do cross-complaining where you answer complaints with other complaints. Instead, this is tempting, right? If you're getting defensive, if it's criticizing you, you want to be like, yes, you say that, but here's something that sucks about you. And this is not good. This is not good. Believe it or not, this is not good. Now, I know a lot of this seems really obvious, but I swear to God, codifying it and laying it out so you're like, these are specific behaviors to avoid, these are specific sentiments to try not to feel or to avoid or to keep your partner from feeling or whatever, is actually extraordinarily useful, I think. So, anyway, one behavioral symptom of this cross-complaining is yes, but. Apparently, you're never supposed to say yes, but. Instead, you're supposed to just take it. Just take it. No. I don't know. I didn't mean that. Okay, all right. So we'll recap these in a second. Okay, another one. Don't do stonewalling. As you might bet, stonewalling is heavily gendered. Stonewalling is emotional withdrawal as a way to handle conflict, where there's conflict or a fight going on, and one party just takes off, jumps in his Trans Am, and goes to the beach or something like that. This is apparently bad. It's implied by specific behaviors like silence, changing the subject, leaving the scene of the argument, and it's not good. You can guess. Yes, men tend to do the stonewalling thing more than women do. Definitely. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so don't. Now, these are bad symptoms, but they don't necessarily mean the person feeling them is like the wrong party or something like that. The stonewall is not necessarily bad. The person getting defensive is not necessarily bad. They may be getting actually personally criticized. It's not as cut and dry as that. I mean, one of the big things when you're in a relationship is you're through a looking glass, and there's no winning arguments. There's no right or wrong. Everything becomes subjective and about how people feel, and you got to realize that. So don't personalize criticism. Express contempt for the other person. Get defensive about complaints or arguments unnecessarily. If somebody is personally criticizing you, tell them that's messed up. Don't withdraw from discussions or arguments. See them through if you can. Okay, so again, we're giving you all these things not to do. So what should you do? You should complain at a more specific level about actions or behaviors that bother you or you can't deal with. Don't complain so much about the person. Listen. Surprising advice. Never hear that about relationships. You should listen. And you should also make an effort to validate your partner's points, wherever possible. It tends to reduce the tendency to get defensive, and it can really chill your partner out, too. If you're trying your partner to stop being so personal, it's like, I know you're talking about this, and I agree. And that helps. That helps a lot. And show gratitude. One thing, have you heard of the compliment sandwich? Compliment sandwich? You heard of this? Right. Okay. My girlfriend's being on the compliment sandwich. So you're supposed to give like one compliment, one just leveling criticism, and then another very small compliment. And then some people think this makes everything okay. No, the compliment sandwich is a really good idea. You go compliment, criticism, compliment, making big compliments. Like, of course, you're the best person in the world, but you haven't done the dishes in 2 years. I really love you. Perfect example. That's what you should do. And that's going to work better than just do the friggin' dishes, as you would imagine. But actually, people who study this have found a different ratio to be useful. The compliment sandwich, you need to amp that ratio up, like past even club sandwich levels. You need to get that ratio. Club sandwich is working a 3 to 2 ratio. You need to go, way up from there. You need to go 100 to 1. No, just kidding, 5 to 1. 5 times as much positive commentary as negative commentary would probably be a good idea. And then they'll be more likely, you're actually trying to work on it and get a person to address the negative thing that's bothering you. This is a wise idea. If you actually are just trying to criticize them, you should get out of that relationship. Okay. Any questions about this? Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah. Tell you about the passive aggressive behavior one again, like. Huh? That's honest. Yeah. No, I think. Yeah. I think you could collapse these down to a more parsimonious list of things of like, be compassionate, don't be an egotist, don't be so freaking sensitive, and don't be a total jerk to your partner, something like that. There'd be a way to make a more parsimonious list of this. And I think what he's trying to do is behaviorize them more. No, that's not a word. They never use that word. But I think what this guy that made the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse is trying to do is sort of say, at a more concrete level, what should you not do? And so I agree that you could make this into a more general theory about how you should enact yourself in these kinds of situations. But he's trying to break it down to a more behavioral level because then it's more actionable. It's easier for you to be like, wait, I'm in a relationship, I'm criticizing my partner, and I'm about to leave. That's not good. You shouldn't just be like, up yours and leave. That's the opposite of what you're supposed to do. And you can perhaps stop yourself from doing that. Whereas if you have this advice of like, be compassionate and don't be a jerk all the time. How do you do that might be harder to do, especially if you are an uncompassionate jerk. Yeah. Okay, so I take your question to be, how does this advice interact with the kind of cognitive dissonance takeaway that thought and behavior are tightly linked, and thought tends to follow behavior? I would say that that link, that fallacy that we have, that we think thought precedes behavior, but actually follows behavior just as much, works really well with this research. One of the reasons that we take criticisms, from romantic partners to be, so terrible, one of the reasons they feel so bad, is because we're inferring the person behaved this way because of the obvious corresponding thought of they hate me, they dislike me, they have contempt for me, and so on. So when they show apparent contempt or criticize you excessively, you're feeling hurt, right? But in fact, that may not really be the motive. The person may be insecure, reacting to something you did, or they might be, they might be a really negative person or whatever. So that's one important thing, is that assumption we make that people have the obvious corresponding thought before behavior is part of why this is really good advice. But then also I think this is good advice because of the fact that behavior tends to, or the thought tends to follow behavior. Because if you can act in these constructive, positive ways, then you may develop a more healthy sort of mentality about your relationship that then leads you not to follow all these instructions. You just feel less contempt. You just feel less driven to criticize your partner at a personal level. You feel less defensive because you can practice this, and you are less defensive. Yes.
Does this work outside of theory? Have people actually been able to change their criticism, or I just feel like it would be really hard for you to long-term change those behaviors?
Has this worked outside of theory? I believe so. I mean, that's what I've been told, but I haven't read they don't publish this research in the same way that they publish the kinds of articles I'm more used to reading. But while these are all traits of poorly functioning relationships, I would say that the empirical research on changing these things and then the relationship does better could be stronger. Relationship counselors and advisors have implemented these things to what success. It hasn't been as rigorously scientifically studied as I would like it to be. So to a certain extent, these might be more symptoms of a relationship that isn't going well than they are things to work on to make it go better. That part's kind of up for grabs. But the symptoms of relationships aren't going well. That part isn't so up for grabs. That you do predict relationship and marriage dissolution at a pretty high level. So the depressing side of the story is true. The nicer part of the story, I don't know. I'd like to see better data on it. Excellent question. Any other questions? Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's bad. Yeah. Should mention the fifth horseman is cheating. Cheating is always bad. Yeah, or almost always bad. So I don't think there is research on that. The relationship researcher who crystallized these four things, I don't think you would necessarily even say these are the top four things. Physical abuse would certainly be worse. Infidelity might be as bad or worse. Or it's hard to say. I think he sort of crystallized these things as like things you might not notice normally, that you might not realize are really bad behaviors that predict relationship dissolution. So that would be more the level to take it at. Not these are the top four bad things. That would be the wrong way to take it. But yes, infidelity should be worked on, and yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh, evaluate your argument. I like that. And see if you're right or not. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. That's a ridiculous thing. That's totally ridiculous. Because I would give the most slanted take on my side of the argument, right? I mean, I think that hopefully I wouldn't, but I would think I probably would. I would probably always sound like I was right. If I didn't, I would write something else, and then yeah. That's funny. Yeah. Like Savage Love or something like that. Those people, you read Savage Love, the people that write into that just get hammered. They just get slandered. Doesn't matter what they write. They always present their side. It's not enough. So good point. And if you email me, I'll find the site on this research. You can see if they identify these other things you were asking about. Okay. So. Oh, shoot, I lost one. Accept responsibility. Oh, yeah, what can you learn from this? Yes, sorry. So take your partner's criticisms seriously and try to think, is there something I can do to actually address this? If you can convince them to criticize you at a more specific level than I'm criticizing you, they're criticizing the behavior, then you want to reward that and encourage that by actually listening and possibly putting into action their criticism. Okay. So that's what bad relationships look like. But what you might be wondering about now is what does a good relationship look like? What does a relationship that will work long-term tend to look like? Well, it looks like that. It looks like two pandas, one panda biting the other one. That's what a functional relationship looks like. And the sad thing is none of us are pandas. So this is beyond our reach. We can't do it. It'll never happen. Okay, there's some basic stuff. You would have guessed. Don't do the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Mutual attraction is useful for sustaining a good relationship, as you probably knew. You gotta like each other, okay? I hope you're getting this down, because this is some non-obvious stuff. You gotta enjoy spending time with each other. Unbelievable. Okay. Ability to cooperate. I swear, I don't know if they ever did this study, but on the old Newlywed Show, did they have this back yet? They would reincarnate every 20 years. They had the new Newlywed Show in the 80s. This was before your time. Anyway, the Newlywed Show, they would have people who just got married, and they'd have to guess things about each other. They'd ask some question, or they'd have to do some kind of task or cooperate thing together. And I swear to God, you could see which marriages were going to work and which ones weren't. It would be wonderful to actually do a study to see whether you could detect on there. But there'd be people, all sorts of contempt going on. People would be like, I can't believe you don't know that about me. I told you 6 times, like guys forgetting their wives' birthdays and all this stuff. Now, they never even did that. They never even took the questions to that level, because it would just be like, she would just walk off, right? It would just end the show. But it was really interesting how people, relationships, when they can't sustain cooperation on even simple tasks, that's bad, obviously. But it's an interesting thing. If you can cooperate and work together to do something together, like a simple thing, like make dinner, this is actually this very positive sign for relationships. Okay, so Swan et al. In 1994 surveyed 176 married and dating couples, trying to answer the question, what else, beyond all this obvious stuff, what else predicts functioning long-term relationships, or functioning relationships that will become long-term relationships? So that was our approach. They're like, let's survey married people, married couples, and dating couples and see what's the difference. It's a very simple approach. You're probably already thinking of some problems with this methodology, but it's an interesting methodology. Interesting, kind of first slice on this question of what makes a dating relationship become a married relationship. Well, let's ask people that are in dating relationships and people that are in married relationships and see what the difference is. And what they found was that dating couples, people in dating relationships, tended to be happier about the relationship and feel more intimate with their partner to the extent that their partner, they had the impression their partner saw them very favorably. Okay? So when you're in a dating relationship, what you really want is somebody who thinks you're awesome. You're like, and that makes you feel more intimate with them. It makes you like them more. And these kinds of dating relationships, you're like, oh, you're so great, you're so amazing, you're so amazing. Oh my God. Like, no, it's you that is so amazing. You're so